Meet Flavia de Luce, amateur sleuth extraordinaire, in this episode of 100 Books You Must Read. Number 5, The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie by Alan Bradley. This is another book with pie in the title. 2 weeks ago I talked about the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. This time it's the sweetness at the bottom of the pie. Pie. There's nothing better than a slice of warm pie with cold ice cream on it slowly melting. But I digress. This novel happens in 1950s England. The heroine, Flavia, may be only 11 years old, but don't mess with her. She's a whiz at science. Her older sister bothered her, so to get back at her, she distilled the oil of the Toxicodendrons radicans plant, melted down her sister's lipstick with the distillation, reformed it, and calmly waited, as if it was a science experiment, to see what would happen when her sister used it. By the way, the Toxicodendron radicans plant is colloquially known as poison ivy. Flavia's detached, scientific analysis of the things going on in her life is admirably demonstrated in this quote from the book. I wish I could say I was afraid, but I wasn't. Quite the contrary, this was by far the most interesting thing that had ever happened to me in my entire life. Oh, and if you like this book, there are already 2 sequels, with equally inventive titles, The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag, and A Red Herring Without Mustard. Now, just a little poetry to brighten your day. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them dance, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils.